Hello fellow YouTubers, today I'm going to make a video from top to bottom on Final Cut Pro X, from importing to rendering to exporting to uploading. So without further ado, let's get started. So you're going to open up your Final Cut Pro, and like many programs, you are going to start off by importing a clip or two. So go to File, Import, Media, if you want to import from a camera or from your desktop or hard drive or flash drive. So my files are on Macintosh HD, or you can go to your desktop if that is a recent place you go. Anyway, Macintosh HD, and from there you can navigate through your computer to find these certain files. And once these files are found, you can click on them and import them one by one, or you can do the shift down and select multiple ones. Okay, well, I already have mine imported, so I'm going to go ahead and move on from that. Once imported, the clips will not appear on your timeline. They will appear in your project browser, and from there you can drag them onto your poop dick, your timeline. I'm sorry for saying poop dick. Okay, I just crank mine all the way up so I can get the best quality out of it. Part 1, and then part 2. And for some reason, when I did this on After Effects, it split it into two parts. This is a audio visualizer for a song, a remix of Sweet Nothing by Calvin Harris. Okay, so once they're in, they are sitting on your timeline, they are ready to be watched and edited. Okay, so once they are on your timeline, there's a plethora of things you can do with them. Right now, I wanted to make a YouTube video over just with these on the video. So that's what I was going to do. So, but they look a little bland to me, so I was going to add maybe an effect. So the first thing I want to do to these are add a title, saying maybe down here at the bottom, saying like who they're by, the remix, the song, all that you see on videos like this on YouTube. So I'm going to go to text over here. I'm going to do no, I don't like that. I like echo. Looks cool to me, so I'm going to do echo. It's going to come down here, right above. And I want this to last throughout the video, so I'm going to zoom in just a smidge. And now I can drag this throughout my whole video. And once I have that done, I will be able to type in my text. So this is going to be a good example, learning point of how to add text to a video or overlay text on a video. That's weird. Okay, so I'm going to double click on echo on my timeline, and it will bring up this right here. And I can highlight this and I can type whatever I want. And whatever I type will be echoed to the to behind it, kind of like a shadow. So I'm going to do Sweet Nothing. And then down here in the description I'll go remix. I'm not going to say who it's by for copyright purposes. But yeah, and that added just, I think, a distinguishing effect. But I'm still not done. I want to add a literal effect, not just a text effect. So that will go out throughout the video, it will play on, and it will look good. But one thing I don't like is a good looking video. I like a great looking video. So I'm going to go to all in the effects panel right here, and I'm going to scroll down to bokeh random, which I like a lot. I think it's a cool effect. But first, so I don't have it playing on two different things, that way, because if I put an effect on this one and an effect on this one, it would jump right there, because it's two different videos, so it would jump and make a bad looking transition. So what you're going to do, I'm fixing to teach you how to merge two videos. You're going to highlight the two clips that you want to merge together, right click on them, right click, my bad, and then you are going to click new compound clip. And then I'm going to name this mass clip 1, and then click OK. And then that will just pretty much just bind this into one long clip. That way it's not two separate ones. and it plays through, and there's no jumps or gags or anything like that. So then, now that you have one clip, you're going to drag bokeh random, the effect, onto your main clip that you wanted at, and that adds that little those bubble type things. And then, but editing effects, that's what I want to do right now. So you're going to highlight this clip, make sure you see, I'm clicking this back button, click video, and then your effects, they might be like this. Click show, and then here are the settings for the effect that you have on this clip. Okay, so you can change the size of the bubbles, the size, the number, the pattern, the speed, the blur amount, and the opacity. Okay, and say you want to layer some effects. So I'm thinking there's an effect in Final Cut that I really like that looks makes it look like you're looking through a window with water kind of dripping on it, and I think that might be the final thing that I need for this video. So I'm gonna scroll down until I find it here. I think it's called Rain, maybe? Rain. No, it makes it look like it's raining. That's not it. See if we can find it. Order, strife, threshold tint. Underwater is not it. Water pane, that's it. It makes it look like you're looking. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So to add this effect to your video, you're simply just going to drag it on like the last one. And then in your effects panel here, you'll have your bokeh random and make sure I hit that right. Whoops. Here, I'm going to make sure. I guess I missed it somehow. There we go. Now that's on there. Now water pane is and then you have your settings for the effect water pane. And if you want to see it without your other effects, simply click this blue button, and the other effect will go away. And what this effect does, it adds a dripping effect like the water's coming down, and it also grays out the edges of the so it kind of a vignette is what it called. Is it vignette? Vignetta or something like that. I'm not French or whatever that is. So. But you can change, you can raise and lower the black and white. See how it's black and white on the outer side? You can raise and lower the threshold of that, how big it is, or how steep it falls off. As I say, fall off is kind of like the feathering. If it's super steep like that, it's just like a strict cut off, but if you layer it out a little more, it's kind of like a more gradual cut off to gray. But yeah, I think those look good. I'm going to move this a little bit over here, because when the base hits, you're going to want to see that color. So yeah. That looks good. And then when you play it, it's got, oh, let's add in my bokeh random. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. I know you can't hear the sound on this because this recording software does not record the computer sound, but it looks and sounds nice. Because you're gonna have to take my word for it. But yeah, so I'm gonna move on to these panes and we kind of describe what they do and how to use them. This one simply imports pictures from iPhoto or wherever else you have. This one imports music or Final Cut Pro sound effects. Those sound effects are actually very useful. They have just an abundance of sound effects on Final Cut that you can use instead of having to buy a sound pack or whatever else. It comes with a pretty substantial sound pack. Very high quality sounds. Okay, next is transitions, which is a big deal. I'll do some transitions right now. I want to have an outro that says my channel name. So I'm going to put some text at the end. Remember the text? I'm just going to do a simple basic title, drag that on there. It's going to sit right there at the end. Double click to edit your text. You're going to double click. It will bring you up this window and you'll be able to type whatever you want in there. I'm going to do lane time p-ditty. That is my very retarded YouTube name. So I'm going to scale that up a little bit. change some stuff. Maybe a glow. A glow might look cool. A blue. A blue glow. A blue glow. Forgot to highlight that. Turn on your blue glow. Okay. Outline. Wonder what the, oh, there's the glow. It's outlines. I don't want it red though. I want it blue, like the glow. Okay. And there's a very small. There we go. And there's your glow a little bit more, and your outline will also get bigger. Wow, there we go. Now we're cooking. If you don't like that font, you can change your font right here and make it whatever silly font you want. That looks nice. And when I usually do these generator things, I usually make them on After Effects because I get more better grammar, better looking titles and such out of After Effects than I can in Final Cut. But anyway, as for transitions, it's going to cut off here and switch over very hard, just transition. So you want something smooth, you're going to get a cross dissolve, obviously. That's the most basic transition of them all. And drop it in right there. And get that happen just to create transition. It usually works out pretty smoothly. And I kind of want that a little longer, so I'm going to double click on the transition, and I can show how long I want it. That was really gay what I just said anyway. But anyway, there you go with your transition, and let's look at that real quick. And that should smoothly fade over. But yeah, so that should be a pretty smooth, just transition over to lane time BDD, and then it'll run, fade out. And that's that. So next we have generators, which are good for titles, put something to throw your title on, or heck, even your outro. So let's do that. Let's put lane time PGD on that. And basically that's just like it's like clip art for big boys, really, is what it is. Clip art in PowerPoint, it was generated things like this that you could use to enhance your PowerPoint a little bit more. That's what this is. They're just generated things, backgrounds. Some move around, some don't. It really doesn't matter. But you can use them to give it a little extra effect to your videos, a little punch, a little pop, you know what I'm saying? But that was really gay, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you can use them to just add a little more effect to your videos. But I warn you, if you use these really popular, like the ones like this and like this, they're really recognizable. If you use Final Cut or iMovie, really recognizable, and it's kind of unprofessional, I guess you could say. It's always better to make your own or find one off Google that's not as well known, because there's only 41 of them, so there's not that huge of a choice. And if you ever used iMovie and you see that industrial, I think, background, you always recognize it and you're like, oh yeah, they used iMovie. So it just looks better on videos, more professional to not use these, but if they're there for you, if you don't really care if this is the last minute thing or something like that, you just want to throw it on there to give it a little pizzazz. And I know that blue and red does not match, but you can highlight that and change the colors if you would like to do so. Grape. Ooh, these would be some sexy colors. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. And there you go. And then you got that grape, green, blue. Just matches just so much better. Looks nice. Okay. Well, next, let's take a look at your themes. Yay. I've never really used themes before, so I don't ever use them. That does not mean that you don't have to. This looks kind of like a transition to me, if I've ever seen one. I guess these are just like themed transitions. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, that's something that I'm gonna have to do a little research on. Maybe I can help you on my next video, but I'm not an expert in the field by any means. Okay, basically, I'm just gonna explain the rest of these panels. This is like an auto enhance panel. You can match your color and your audio and such for these selected clips. If you click it and it's all grayed out, it's because you don't have a clip selected. It's like that with a lot of stuff. To edit a clip up here or something, you might have to select a clip to show it up here. This clip is basically just audio and video tools to slow down the video, speed it up, uh, reverse the clip, and all that great stuff. These are, I actually have no idea. Hover. Show and hide the inspector. Okay, yeah, that's good. Show and hide the inspector. That shows and hides this little panel over here. See how easy that was to figure out? That's so good. Good job, Ty. Okay, that's pretty much all I can think of. This is, okay, now, yeah, of course, we're going to do rendering and exporting. Okay, so, to export this beautiful little creation we just made with the EQ there. And by the way, if you want to learn how to make a, like, it's kind of like live, like visual audio thing, just leave a comment and I will definitely make a video over that. It's very simple, and I can show you how to do that with After Effects. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you how to export finally and render. So with this selected, you're going to go to File and Share. Now these are my three settings that I have. I have Add to iTunes, Upload to my channel, Export File, and you can add a destination, meaning you can give Final Cut the settings you want to export in. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to come up with my three settings that already, here we go. And once it comes up, you can choose any of these options and you can customize them. My export file is, as you see here, just keeping it pretty much basic with that, and that's all I need right there. Okay, and from here, the final thing you need to know how to export a file is this button, exports to one of your destinations. Okay, a common problem on Final Cut is when you export off a camera and you keep that camera plugged in and then maybe you unplug it, you get an error, something like still referencing media off camera or from camera or device. Okay, what you need to do there is go to your project browser, highlight every clip, and hit File, Import, Re-import from camera or archive, camera/archive. And this will get rid of that error. All mine are imported because it's grayed out there, but they're on my hard drive. But if you get that error, this is how you fix it. Okay, I've gotten that error in the past, very frustrating thing. Okay, exporting, sharing. I'm going to click on this. I don't want to add it to iTunes or upload it to my channel, so I'm just going to get export file. And then when you click that, a window will pop up here any second now. It's kind of finalizing your project. Boom. Where is she at? There it is. And then you can kind of run over the video of your project. You can do your title, your description, visual, EQ. You can put tags in the creator in your video. Anyway, and then here are my settings that I had earlier. It uses the source video audio, the highest resolution possible, and then I just keep it QuickTime because QuickTime's good for me. It works for me. It really does. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hit next on that, and then that should give me a thing right here. Save it as Sweet Nothing, and on my desktop, hit save, and then that window will go away. You'll think, where did it go? It's not on my desktop. What's going on? So where it is right now, it is in the process of rendering. This right here, pretty much it is an inspector for background tasks. It'll show you what % all of your background tasks are sitting at. So you can click that, it'll pull up this window. It is rendering my project right now, and it's also transcoding and analyzing my project, meaning it's coding it into the right format for Final Cut, not Final Cut, but QuickTime, and it's rendering it at the same time. So you can watch these right there, and when that hits 100%, it'll start to share wherever or whatever you have. Okay, analyzing part 2. It analyzes every one of your clips and then renders them. Okay, guys, that was a pretty in-depth tutorial, I would say. A lot of stuff was covered. If I missed anything, leave a comment and I will make a video. That is not a dry promise. That is a promise. I'll make a video as soon as I see your thing, and I will upload it that day. Okay, guys, so if I missed anything, drop a comment like I said. If you would like to see a video on how I did the audio visualizer, right here, I will do a video on that too. Pretty much anything you have. I'm kind of starting out. This is one of my first tutorials. So if you guys like to give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do so. Thanks for watching, you guys.